to random teams and drafted teams, mixers, and more. We built this app with the collector in mind, with features like scheduled drop times, custom notification settings, and earn rewards on purchases, among other things. And we want to be a one-stop shop for collectors, which is why we've added services like PSA grading and eBay consignment straight from Breaks. We are a PSA authorized dealer and offer grading services from value to walkthrough. All you need to do is fill out the form on our website within 24 hours of a break completing, and we will take care of the rest. All submissions for breaks come with a review and wipe down of your card, and you won't be charged anything until we get your card back from PSA. eBay consignment is a similar process where you will need to fill out a form on our site within 24 hours of a break completing for any cards you'd like to submit. All cards will be listed next business day for a 5-day auction starting at 99 cents. And after the sale, you'll have the option to be paid out via check, PayPal goods, or break credit. The links for these services will be in the description of every break. If you have any questions about how the app or how our breaks work, feel free to message us on your preferred social platform. Or jump in the chat of one of our breaks and the break host can help walk you through it. Summer is here and Real Sports Cards is hitting the road on June 16th. I'm talking about the 2025 Real Sports Cards Summer Road Trip, where we'll be virtually road tripping across the country, with a few in-person stops mixed in, giving away something every single day of the road trip tied to the city that we happen to be in that day. All right here on the Real Sports Cards app. But that's just the beginning of the fun, because similar to our collector games last year, you'll be able to accumulate points every single break for a chance to win break credit. The point totals for this will reset weekly, so no matter when you decide to join the fun, you'll always have a chance at the top spot that week. But there will still be a massive prize for the person that accumulates the most points during the duration of the road trip. The road trip begins June 16th on our way to Fanatics Fest in New York City, and will continue through September 7th when we make it back to Minneapolis in time for the grand opening of our new store. We'll have more info on all of this coming soon, which will be posted right here in the app. In the meantime, start grabbing your favorite road trip snacks, crafting that perfect playlist, and filling up on gas, because this is going to be a road trip to remember.
What's happening, everyone? Andrew Naggs back here with Real Sports Cards, and we are live. We got our $49 Topps random here. We got 2 Megas, 2 Logo Fractors, 3 Signatures, and 1 Hobby. Let's get started. Let's do our 2 regular. Well, those are the logos. Let's do the 2 regular Megas first. I haven't ripped one of these yet. Let's see what's in these. I have been a big fan of the Logo Fractors this year, though. Those have been loaded with color. Just 1 break open for the evening. 11 spots left in the National Treasures full case pick your team. If we can't get real close by the end of this break, I will push it to the morning. Just kind of ran out of steam. Big discounts left on remaining teams. Not much, Blade. How's it going? All right, here we go. Josh Hader, Max Fried. All the unnumbered ones I'm just going to put to the side. There's Schwellenbach, Spencer Horwitz. That looks like an image variation. Yes, it is. Jose Ramirez image variation. Cardinals. Guardians. Guardians going to Bear Davis. There's Kevin Alcantara, DJ Hers, Anthony Santander. So it's just like last year. Jacquincey Noel, Gustavo, just loaded with parallels. Cedric Mullins, Wyatt Langford, and a mega. That is the first Chromographs auto I've seen, and we just pulled one out of a mega box. Wow. Cardinals going to Burgess. 11 out of 50 Jordan Walker on card Chromographs. That's awesome. That is sweet. Cardinals to Burgess. How cool is that? I was not expecting that. Blade, Brooks Lee, Andrew Vaughn, Ryan Jeffers, Aurelvis Martinez. Trey Turner, Bryce, IKF, Yu Darvish. There's Julio Rodriguez on the wave. George Kirby, J.P. Crawford. Josh Jung, Jesse Winker. Jacob deGrom, Max Scherzer. Kerry Carpenter. Okay, so those aren't as rare as I thought. C.J. Abrams, Billy Cook. And Sandy Alcantara and Freddie Peralta there. Going to wrap up our first two megas. Well, that was cool. All right, let's mix in an archives. Ooh, we got some old heritage here. We got some old school heritage. It is 19 out of 25. Brian Reynolds. That is Heritage Minors. That's cool. Brian Reynolds there. 19 out of 25. That'll be the Pirates. Pirates going to Tommy G. All right, let's go. Let's do our logos now. And then we'll go archives, hobby, end with an archives. How have you been, Blade? Good. Good to hear. All right, so this is just going to be base, looking for basically Ohtani and Judge. Everything else will get taken care of, sorted. Just all base cards here. All base cards. Not much. Now we get to the goodies. We got green and teal to start us off. There is green Ellie De La Cruz. That's pretty cool. That is 50 out of 99. Ellie and the Reds. Reds going to the real Doc Strange. That's an image variation. Juan Soto. New York Mets. Juan Soto. Mets going to Jeff Deeden. Go Jeff. Little Soto image variation. There's Kobe Mayo, 64 out of 199. That'll be our new high number. Orioles to Tyler. I did pretty good. Of course, I'm a professional, Bizzle. You know that. Professional hockey player, they call me. There's Brian, our Nick Gonzalez, 118 out of 199. That'll be our new high number. And Montero, never mind. This will be our new high number. Tigers, 173 out of 250. Tigers to Tiki. Playing musical high number here. All right, archives. What do we got here? A little 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10. Will be our new low number is Anthony Volpe. We just pulled the 101 Easter egg in the last break of this card. Short and grumpy. Yankees. All right, hobby. In the mid is a Jordan Walker Chromographs auto out of a Mega Box. Chromographs auto, Jordan Walker. First Chromographs auto I've pulled was out of a Mega Box. They look really cool. Yeah, it is. Especially out of a Mega. It's really cool. I mean, it's cool out of anything. All right, here we go. Hobby Box. Jarren Duran. Will Wagner. Schwellenbach. 185 out of 199. Musical high number continues. Braves going to For the Boys. Talon. And Luis Guerrero. Luis Guerrero, Shota Imanaga there. Going to be our base auto there. Red Sox to Robert Guard. Xavier Edwards. Gavin Sheets. Gunner. Eduardo Henriquez. And all etch rookie rush. Short print there. Cardinals. Thomas Segisi. Cardinals were Burgess. I can bump that filler now. That'll help hold the card up. Strider. Yeah. There's a couple guys. Goldschmidt reminds me of an image variation. Lowe and Marte. Yeah, the Paul Goldschmidt, there's Aaron Judge. His regular card reminds me where he's coming out of the dugout. I would think that would be a short print. Every time I first saw it, I thought, oh, short print? I'm like, no. All right, here we go. Final box of the break. Good luck, everyone. So it does look like that I'm going to push National Treasures to the morning time. Just 11 spots left. 11 spots left. Here we go. What do we got? Oh, come on. Give us a 101. It is 12 out of 25. Jackson Merrill. There we go. That's sweet. 12 out of 15. Jackson Merrill on the Shades of Greatness. Bowman Chrome Prospect card. Padres to Stone Cold Cope. There you go, Cope. That's a good one, buddy. What time Eastern? Probably noon. I think I'm going to put it to 11 o'clock Central Time, so it'll be 12 o'clock your time. So noon. That should give it enough time in the morning to get filled. It's hard to see his auto, but it is on there. That's cool. And that is going to wrap us up. Thank you, everyone, for the great fill on this. Yeah. I had somebody interested in closing it out, but they haven't messaged me back. My guess is they fell asleep. So, hopefully I hear from them in the morning if they still want to close it out. No problem, Bizzle. Thank you, buddy. Always appreciate. If your team doesn't hit anything, you'll either get a pack well, you'll always have a mail day. We have skunk protection. I don't know if we're doing for NT. Sometimes we do like Mag Pros we send out. Otherwise, we have football packs that we send out. So you will get something. You will get a mail day. Aaron Judge, Schwellenbach, Alcantara, and Brooks Lee. 99, Ellie De La Cruz, 250, Montero, Gonzalez, 199, Mayo, 199, and then Luis Guerrero. Good night, Blade Mar. Sorry I didn't find much for you, buddy. I think you were in this one with a spot or two, if I remember correctly. All right, here we go. Let's go Jose Ramirez. I'm not sure, Alex. I haven't really looked at the NT checklist. If you go to your Safari or your internet and type in 2024 National Treasures and then click on the Beckett checklist, you'll be able to go down and find the Browns and see exactly everything they have. Jose Ramirez image variation, Juan Soto image variation on the logo fractor, Jackson Merrill out of 15 there. Brian Reynolds out of 25, and then on to our showcase. So yeah, I'm sure they got some stuff. They don't have the biggest checklist. That's why they're a little cheaper. But then, like I said, you can go on there and it'll tell you every single card they have. All right, first up, 185 out of 199, Spencer Schwellenbach there for the Braves. That's our high number. Braves going to For the Boys. We got our low number, 9 out of 10. Anthony Volpe going to Short and Grumpy. And our money mint hit of the break. Really, really cool card. Sagisi all etch. Chromographs, 11 out of 50. Jordan Walker. This is a really clean looking card. Cardinals going to Burgess. All right, everyone. That is going to wrap up my night. I truly appreciate everyone as always, and I look forward to ripping some National Treasures with you guys in the morning. So if you want to go check it out, grab another spot for tomorrow, that'll be greatly appreciated. Everyone, have a great